What's happening, guys? Joey Antonelli here, and I've had a lot of requests for this video, so I'm finally doing it, the Castnet tutorial. There's a million of them out there, but you guys keep asking me to do one, so we're doing one, and I'm doing it with Barracuda tackle. So we're actually gonna go ahead and put a coupon code up here for you, just Antonelli, A-N-T-O-N-E-L-L-I. You can see it on the page. Look in the description below, and that'll be a coupon code good for Barracuda tackle on their nets. I don't know how long it's gonna last for, so go to their website, check it out. And again, that's in the description below. You can look more at that later. But in this video, we're gonna go over how to throw a net, and there isn't really one right way. I'll show you the couple different techniques I use and tell you when I use them and when it's gonna be more effective to use which one. And the nets we have laid out behind me are an 8-foot and a 12-foot. And a 12-foot sounds like it's a little scary if you've never done it before, but they're really not that hard to throw. You just gotta know the technique and put a little bit of practice in. So I'm gonna get the camera now, I'm gonna show you the nets, and then we'll start talking about when you're gonna wanna use each one. All right, so here's our two nets. First, we're gonna start off with the 8-footer, because that's what is gonna be used a lot more often for most people than the big 12-footer. All right, we're gonna start you guys off with the 8-footer. And this is the net that you're gonna use probably most of the time for most land-based fishermen. I would say most people don't use a 12-footer, but we're gonna go over that too. So we got the rope coiled up in our hand, like you've probably done before if you've ever thrown a cast net. And this top part, this is called the horn. So we're gonna grab just below the horn, and we wanna make it so our tuck strings, these heavy mono pieces, extend the net all the way. You wanna make sure the tuck strings are all the way out so your leads aren't dangling. So grab just below the horn, and then on the rest of the net, you're gonna grab right around waist height or just below waist height, and you're gonna take the same hand that's holding the horn and the rope and go right from underneath the net and grab it there. Next step is you go down from your thumb and you're just gonna fan a little piece of it over your leg. So we're gonna take it and whip a little piece out and grab it. It's just a little teeny handful. Now this is next step's gonna feel a little awkward at first, especially if you haven't done it before, but you're gonna go inside underneath your forearm, so it goes under your forearm, and then you kind of just chuck it up onto your shoulder, just like that. It rests on your back. This is for the triple load technique. This technique requires very little fatigue. It's so a way you can throw the net all day. So now you're gonna continue from where you have it, and you're gonna do that fan motion again. Just do it a few times. You're really splitting the net about in half, like that, a little bit. And you're splitting it in half over your knee. And this is something that's gonna just take a little bit of practice for you. But once you got that there, you're gonna come back in with your pinky and grab right about waist height on the lead line, just your pinky, and then other four fingers are gonna grab what you just spread out. So you have the net completely loaded. It's called the triple load. You got one piece up on your shoulder and the other two are split in half down there. And when you go to throw this, it's a rocking motion. You don't want to just chuck it forward. Your first motion is actually backwards. So you're gonna go back and then let it go forward and let go. So we'll go ahead and just whip it out that way. And as you let go, the pinky is what you're gonna hold on to. You're gonna basically set the pinky down at your feet. So that part is gonna be the closest part to you. So the first step, a backwards rock, and then let it all go forward. So we'll take the net, we laid that pinky out right there. And that is, I'd say that's a pancake. Looks like a pretty solid pancake there. This technique is really good when you're you're catching bait that's close to you. It opens it up all the way, you cover a ton of area, works really, really well. So that's my way I would throw it if it's gonna be a one and done way. Now you guys have seen me do a lot of paddleboard fishing. And on the paddleboard, I throw it a little different. On the paddleboard, I don't have time to do that load up. I wanna just whip the net out there. There's usually a ton of bait. I'm not really concerned with opening the net all the way. I'm more concerned with getting the net away from the board and throwing it as fast as possible once I get into position. So that's the throw we're gonna do now. All right, so we did this triple load technique. Now I'm gonna go over what I call the frisbee throw. I don't know what it's really called, But this is the throw where I spin, and the spin helps me be able to get a lot more distance. And with some of the types of fishing that I do, like on the jetty, for example, when you're stuck, you can't follow the bait. Sometimes the bait's really far, and this is a technique where you can get momentum from that spin in the lead of the net, and you can really get that net far out there. A lot of times we'll even put rope extensions on because you can throw out all the rope the nets come with. So doesn't open up anywhere near as well as that triple load technique, but we'll show you what we got going on. Rope in the hand, horn in the hand, just like last time. And we're still gonna grab right around waist height with our same hand. We're gonna grab a piece of the net. You wanna put this piece in your mouth, and you wanna make sure you don't put a lead in your mouth because you like to keep your teeth in your mouth. So we'll do that in a minute. So pretend that's in the mouth. And then we're gonna go down from there and grab one arm length down on the lead line. And what the spin does with the momentum, it'll just let you get it crazy far out. So we're gonna step off the side a little bit. You saw where the last net landed. We're gonna see if we can get more like onto the sidewalk area. And this is an 8 foot, and it is a heavy, heavy net. So we're gonna get some momentum with a spin. I'm even gonna take a step back, get a little bit of a walking start like you do throwing a baseball, and let this thing fly. So that is way further than we get it on the triple load technique. The lead did bounce a little bit, but you can see the net definitely opened up. If we were trying to hit a school of molt that was far away, I mean, that's a fully extended rope and the lead's bounced, but the net opens up and lets you get bait when it's far away, when you can't really get all the way to it. All right, so we've went over the triple load technique and the frisbee throw. Now I do on the paddleboard use kind of like a form of the frisbee throw. Obviously I don't spin, but it's a really good way to load the net fast and get it out there. The next throw we're gonna do is kind of a combination of the two. We're gonna do the triple load technique, but we're gonna go ahead and go with the 12 footer. And I'm about 6 foot, and I still really like to spin when I'm throwing the bigger net. 2 reasons: it takes a lot of the weight off of using your muscles, and you're able to just use momentum of the lead. And also, you don't have to actually see the bait usually. Usually you're marking it on a machine, or you know where it should be, and you don't need that visual of keeping your eye on the bait. So you're able to kind of just throw it where you think they should be, and that's the one we're gonna go over now. All right, so now we're gonna go over the 12-foot net. The 12-foot net, I would say, is probably the biggest cast net anyone needs that's fishing recreationally. We got our we got our rope in our hand, we got the horn in the hand. We're gonna go about 3 feet down the net, put that in the same hand, and then again, right about waist height, put that in the same hand as well. Now we're gonna go right down from our thumb, flip out a little bit the lead like we did, go under our forearm, over our shoulder, onto our back, and then here, we're gonna start fanning out the net. This is a technique that you're gonna put a little bit of practice in so it feels natural, and split the net about in half. Rest it on your leg as a divider. Grab the lead line with your pinky, and then grab that big chunk just about a foot down from your other hand. So now you got the net split into 3, and we're gonna go ahead and throw it out that way. I'm gonna step over here. Get right here in the frame. There we go. So we're gonna do a spin and let it out that way. And the last part we grabbed was, or the last part we let go was our pinky. Let it go right there. And you can see how it opened up the whole net. So that was cool and all. We're gonna give you a couple shots of the 12-footer opening up because I know you want to see that. And then we will go ahead and get some people throwing the nets that don't know how to throw nets. So there's a little rundown of how to throw the nets. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Now we're gonna go ahead and take the nets, and I'm gonna get some people throwing it that don't throw cast nets regularly and show you that these ways work even if you have little or no cast net knowledge to start with. All right, so we got Ariane doing it. She's thrown a net before, but definitely we'll call her novice still. She's never loaded the net like this. And this is the very first throw, I promise. So we'll see what happens. I've explained to her just like I explained to you guys.
Okay, so wait, I'm going.
Remember, rock back first and then forward. So just drop the leads on the ground to stop it from moving, and then rock back and then go forward.
Should I start forward or back?
You rock backwards and then throw forward. All right, that was pretty good. No, that was pretty good.
Okay.
That is not bad. That's better than half the people out on the jetty. You ripped your nail off?
Don't judge my dirty nails.
All right, we're gonna get her loaded up again and try that again. We're gonna see if she can get the whole thing going. This is the 8-foot 3/8 mesh Barracuda Custom, which is 1.6 pounds, so it's a heavy net, and she's got it. We're gonna crush the grasshoppers. Cleaning out some grass. Don't worry about it, it's fine. So she got straight down from the thumb, just splitting up a little bit. Throw that up over your shoulder. And then she's splitting the net in half here. Gonna make her earn her trips on the boat this year. There you go, she's got split in half. Dropping the net back down onto your leg, and you can split it over your leg or onto your shoulder or onto your arm, whatever's easier. So she went with splitting it on the arm and then dropping it back down. And she's got her pinky on there.
Wait.
There you go, there you go.
Is it good?
Yep. Waist tight on the pinky. And then she's got the rest of the net.
Okay.
All right, so we got take 2 coming up here. Let me get a little further just in case. All right. That is a pancake. Second take. Look at that. You caught him.
Got him.
Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I hope you found that helpful. The weather's getting right, the seasons are changing, and we're getting into that springtime, summertime pattern. Fishing is literally and figuratively heating up, so get your cast net, learn how to use it, learn how to throw a bigger net. Check out barracudaTackle.com. I'll put the link in the description of that, along with that coupon code Antonelli, which is going to get you 10% off your order. And you can check out all the different nets they have. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me, comment below. If I don't answer the comment, I try to answer all of them. But if I don't, feel free to send me an email or give me a call, and I'll help you out. Thanks a lot for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Later.